Missiology 1, Lecture 12. Now we're on the other part here with the two countries we'll look at, Angola and Argentina. Are you called in one of these to be an evangelist? Church planter? Well, let's look at Angola, because this is, I picked one that, you know, I'm not just willy-nilly picking these. I kind of look at it and go, this is interesting. So it's a large coastal state on the South Atlantic coast. Oh, it's on the coast. Population 19 million, got a growth rate. Due to continual conflict, there has been no census since 1973. So, got some issues.
Conflict since 73, huh?
Yeah. Capital is Luanda, sounds like a girl's name. 4.7 million, that's a big city. And then Huambo with 1 million. Half are urbanites. Life expectancy stinks. 46 years old. Average guy is dead by then. They got the Bantu, it's the main people group. Literacy rate is 66%. Official language, Portuguese in Africa. Angola, Portuguese, remember that. Languages of scriptures, look at that, there's a need there. Widespread poverty despite having some of the world's richest natural resources. It's right next to Zambia, which we've got some friends going to. It says it's very open to the gospel. It has enormous untapped potential with huge oil reserves, diamonds, minerals, and good agricultural land. So great oil and diamond wealth. And, you know, Angola is the largest oil exporter in sub-Saharan Africa, but with little trickle-down benefit to the millions of destitute. Income per person is about 11% of the USA's. So not horrible, just on horrible. They're poor, not the worst poor. So when you look at those stats there, I'll kind of summarize them for you a bit. They've been a Portuguese colony for 450 years. The formerly Marxist-oriented, gained control in 1975 via coup. First president, a Marxist, vowed to eradicate Christianity within 20 years. Didn't work out, though. Many believers suffered during that time. Since the conflict ended, religious freedom has been prevalent in Angola. But the government is moving to attempt to control the growth of new indigenous and often secretized religious groups. So there's some pressure by the government. Now, Islam, though it's small, look at Muslim, 1.1% of the population, but look at its growth rate over there. Almost 80%?
That's scary.
Bizarro. I mean, if you have 5 people and it goes to 9 people, okay, but you can see the size, 208,000. So it's a really big growth rate, scary, and we've seen that before. Formerly a smuggler's refuge, Andorra. Mm-hmm. Skip that. I don't know. Angolans, Andorra. Isn't that another?
Andorra is in Europe.
Okay, I don't know what happened here. Oh, no. Someone else copying it jumped down.
Oh.
Oh, and the second paragraph, the next paragraph is the same.
Yeah, so, I'm sorry. So, I saw that earlier, but I thought it was just another name for them. Okay, so cross off that Andorra is 95% Christian. You don't have to know that for a test. And let's see if this... I just got to look at this, it jives with Angola. I'm pretty sure this is Angola's stats there to the left. And it's Angola is 95% Christian. I'll have to give you an update on this. Can you throw me a pin? Just real quick here. Yeah, and I'll just say, update. Sorry, online students. Sometimes these happen. See, we're right at the beginning here. Press release.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll verify that is Angola. But Angola has a need. And in Argentina, Latin America's second largest country, next to, I assume, Brazil,
Yeah.
with a great range of climate, rainfall, and topography. The 16,000 kilometer Islas Malvinas, Falkland Islands, are claimed by Argentina but remain under British rule. Population about 40 million. Capital is Buenos Aires at 13 million. Mm-hmm. Big boy. And then you got Cordoba, Rosario, a lot of urbanites. Life expectancy is pretty good. So that's good to look at the life expectancy and know what you're getting into. 80% Hispanic. We got white Argentinians, 72%. White Argentinians. Wow. Literacy is good. All languages, got 40 different ones. Abundant natural resources and a highly educated workforce. Agricultural products, particularly beef, soybeans, wheat, and corn, are economic mainstays. Are you called to Argentina? Inept governments took the nation from one of the world's richest in 1900 to almost total economic meltdown. Way to go, guys. A strong recovery has occurred since 2001, but has not sufficiently reduced poverty and unemployment. So they're at 17%. 17%. I thought they'd be higher. 17% of America's economy. Roman Catholicism has traditionally been conservative here and generally enjoyed good relations with government, especially the military regimes. More recently, tensions have increased between the state and the Catholic Church, with increasing freedom for and recognition of religious minorities. Amen! So evangelicals enjoy respect and freedom in Argentina. That's good to know. Who's called there? About 90% are said to be Christian, but the vast majority of those are Catholic, if you look at those stats over there.
87%.
Yes. So, all right. So 89% are Christian of the population, and 87% of the population say they're Catholic. Very little is, that doesn't line up right.
89% of the
Population is Christian, and
of that number.
well, look at what it says in the next section, though. It says population percentage again. That doesn't line up. Okay, because that lines up within what's Christian.
Right.
So they got that labeled wrong. But okay, so the next stat is, you got to figure it out. All right, I'll go on. 9% is said to be Christian, but most of those are Catholics. The Assemblies of God make up the second largest Christian group. Look at those two. And the third largest are Mormons. Mormons.
Bunch of Mormons.
Evangelicals are about 9% of the population, so it's not horrible, but you got Assemblies of God, which could be Christian, but charismatic and all. Evangelical numbers under 1 million in 1980. It's grown since 2010. It's no coincidence that this growth was simultaneous to some of Argentina's most troubled times. So in troubled times, Christianity grows. Pray that the Spirit will continue to draw many to Himself and to do a deep work there. But spiritual openness is also seeing many drawn to cults, including Umbanda, occultism from Brazil. The low-key but widespread influence of the occult, one of the world's highest Mormon populations, and the growing Muslim population all vie for souls with postmodern agnosticism, hedonistic lifestyles, and Christianity. So Argentina is open. It's safe, relatively safe, but you've got the Mormons in there, questionable beliefs of the Assemblies of God, and then Islam is growing. And then you have occult Catholicism. So, all right, let's take a break.